So the judge came out with a ruling today, and basically, let's get into it. So as you can see right here, you see the list of non-expert witnesses, and it says defendant requests a list of witnesses to include the confidential informants in this case, who will or may be called by the state at the guilt/innocence phase of the trial or the punishment phase, if any. We gonna need all of them, and that shit got granted. So he got, he got a good reason to go ahead and say, "Hey, we finna find out who ratting, who telling," so you can formulate your plan of attack. And it says the court orders the disclosure of the name, addresses, phone numbers, and each person the state may use at trial to present evidence under 39.14b to the defendant shall be made in writing on or before the 21st day of July 2026. No, that's got to be 27. That doesn't make any damn sense. So basically, that's today. And as you can tell, they have already done it. So let's go to page 17 real quick. Then it says, the defendant requests a hearing outside the presence of the jury to determine if he/she, prior to and during the making of the written statement, knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily waived the right set out in the warning prescribed by Article 38.22, Section 2A, while he/she was under custodial interrogation and/or to determine that on the face of the statement, the Article 38.22, Section 2.A, or Section 2A, warnings were ever written, shown on the face of the statement, to wit, that a magistrate provided the written article 15.17, warnings to the defendant or the defendant received from the person to whom the statement is made by the warnings listed in Article 38.22. And it says, yeah, that's granted. Then they granted defendant request a hearing outside the presence of the jury to determine if he/she, prior to the statement, but during the recording, the accused was given the warning of everything, and that he or she knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily waived any right set out in the warning. That was granted as well. It's Monday Funds Day, meaning go ahead, install free cash app in your doggone phone. Run it up, run it up, run it up. You got to hit 25 before they cash it. You know what I'm saying? Before they throw you your year, you got to hit 25 on there. So run it up to your 25, and then you can get out. Cat's already making about a good 25 piece to 100 piece. So get your pieces today. Y'all know what's happening with free cash, Seti Nash on a Monday. Hit that goddamn QR code right there. Let's get on with the content. All right. So they know that, meaning the feds know by today they got to produce the witness list, because it goes on further to say, we want to see certain things, certain agreements, certain shit that was said, certain stories that may or may not make sense before we allow them to even come talk to the freaking jury. So the prosecutors now have to make sure that they do this, make their witnesses available for the defense. And why is this important? Because if you're going to bring somebody up and I never get to talk to them, you can't bring them up. So I wanted to show you on page 12 as well. The defendant specifically objects to the introduction of extraneous, non-charged offense evidence before the grand jury in any form or at any stage of the proceeding. And it says that basically it's granted. And then the defendant requests that a shuffle be made in the jury panel. The defendant makes requests. That was granted. Arraignment. The defendant requests arraignment out of the presence of the jury. That was granted. Let's go to page 14 real quick. Then it talks about grand jury testimony. The defendant requests that counsel for the defendant be permitted to examine the testimony of each witness who testified before the grand jury at such time as they are passed for cross-examination, and to be advised prior to trial of the names of any persons who testified in regard to the case at the grand jury hearing. And that got granted as well. Let's jump over to page 19 real quick. It says, in the event of conviction, the defendant elects to have the judge, jury assess punishment. They didn't do that one right there. I can't read what the hell she wrote. But request for defendant to be free of impeachment. Defendant moves this court pursuant. So yeah, we ain't really seeing nothing. But let me see if I can see what the hell she said. What the hell? I don't know what this say, bro. I don't know. I said needs to be redone for impeachment. Is that what that's supposed to say? as to the, I don't know, bro. I don't know what the hell this means. I don't know. I don't know. That's crazy. I don't I don't know. I said needs to be redone for impeachment. Is that what that's supposed to say? As to the, I don't know, bro. I don't know what the hell this means. I don't know. I don't know. That's crazy. Boom, baby. Yes, yes, yes. They said F that. Here you go. Here's the witness list. Over 194 dang witnesses that they had to disclose, including Trap Boy Freddy, including Rainwater, all of these individuals. And we're going to let you guys know exactly what the hell is about to happen because it's about to get real. The prosecution has filed a state's witness list and disclosure of experts with the Dallas County Clerk on Monday, July 27. Among the 194 potential witnesses subpoenaed and listed to be called to testify includes Mo3's manager, Benjamin Rainwater, Yella Beezy's girlfriend, DeAndrea Harris, rapper Trap Boy Freddy, rapper Jose Bodega, co-conspirators Jerry Johnson, a.k.a. Maserati, Devin Brown, and Kawan White. Yella Beezy's trial set is to begin on August 24th. Representing the prosecution is the attorneys Tommy Adams and Ricardo Vela and Sharonda Davis. And this is the list of people right here. They're talking about the Dallas County Attorney's Office. Then a bunch of police officers. God damn, there's a lot of cops that's coming to testify. Shit. Wait, what do we got? So what is that? 81 cops are coming to testify so far just from, what was that? From the Dallas Police Department? Yeah, golly. Fire Department, Department of Public Safety, all of this stuff. Yeah, which, I mean, you know, it makes sense as far as all the cops you want in to testify and all this shit. But, I mean, golly. ATF and all this shit. But, yeah, you know, that's crazy. Crazy, crazy work. So then you see that they got T-Mobile that's popping up. Somebody going to be a representative, Verizon, AT&T, and then a bunch of forensic shit. But then you start to see the civilians. I don't know who a lot of these people are, but I will say, golly, all of these people, So if y'all see somebody that makes sense to y'all, let it be known. The fact they got Melvin Abdul Noble, okay, I'm assuming what, Mo3 was a junior or something? Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. I don't know everybody that's involved in this case, but yeah, that's crazy. Now, what does this all mean? Sometimes a judge will not let you know these things with the timeline that they have, but I think what the judge is really trying to do, which it really won't matter, but they don't want to have an appeal go through. Right now, the courts up there are battling a lot of people having appeals and they didn't do this, they didn't do that, they didn't do certain shit and everything as far as letting people see Brady material, letting people do certain things as far as talk to individuals before they come up there to decipher what the hell they want to do as far as as far as the defense goes. Because let's say, and this happens a lot, let's say somebody is just flat out lying on Yella Beezy. And the story that they're about to tell will not make sense, but you can't get blindsided by these idiots. Well, we don't say idiots. We won't get blindsided by these people who decided to say, oh, here's the truth, and it's actually a lie. And what it allows the defense to do, it allows the defense to say, well, you said here, this right here. You said here, this right here. You said here, this right here. And that's all BS. You've changed your story now. So that's what they're hoping. And that's a massive W for Yella Beezy because at the end of the day, if the truth is the truth, it might have certain pieces missing, but you don't miss the important parts. And I'm assuming that they're going to look for the important parts and then try to destroy the people on the stand. Now, knowing that, it's on the prosecution to have that rebuttal. And that's what we're going to see. Because they'll be taking notes during cross-examination to say, well, hold on, this right here is what you said, but this is really what you meant? All right, boom. So, but we see it happen all the time. Now, the more interesting part is this. Kawan White is supposed to testify against Yella Beezy after he'll have his own his own damn trial. That, to me, that doesn't make any sense. If I'm Kawan White and I get found not guilty, then I'm Yella Beezy's witnesses. But if I'm Kawan White and I get found guilty, not knowing if he did or didn't, because there are rumors around Dallas that man didn't even have anything to do with this shit. But he loses the trial, and y'all want him to come talk? For what? Like, what's the damn reasoning? Are y'all gonna say, oh, well, if you come tell after you lost this, meaning you lost your damn trial, we'll put in a good word for you. Instead of you doing the rest of your life in prison, we'll see about getting you 40 years, 35 years? Is that what's going on? Because the other dudes having to testify before their trials, that shit, I don't know, man. It to me, it just throws me smooth the hell off. I don't understand it. I don't get it. To me, that only could lead to somebody, the other guys could be testifying or whatever the hell, but what the hell would they be saying? Because from what we heard, there is no deals already for anybody as far as those two guys go. So why the hell would they come in here and testify? If they're going to testify, they going to try to blow up and mess up the damn case for themselves. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Y'all let me know your thoughts on this, because I'm just thinking to myself, this shit is confusing the hell out of me. You got three dudes about to fight for their lives, essentially, and you want them to come testify? The fuck? Call me, please. I don't get this shit. I don't understand this one. Hell no, the raised hand. I don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah, but I do know what's going on with Lil Durk. Click right here to find out all about that shit, or click right here for the playlist, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Happy Monday, y'all.